Topic number 2, what's next?
So let's do some player rankings again. I'm slightly offended I was left out of this 1 through 10 rankings. I've been looking at the Instagram like, dang, they're doing some fantastic topics without me, and I am interjecting myself in this. So y'all did 1 through 10. I'm going to give my 1 through 10. Then I want to do players 11 through 20.
Okay.
And
I
I want
like
a
this.
graphic. I want a
Okay.
good looking
And,
graphic
and
with,
I
with,
want to
with, with my
you
face
this,
on
this
it.
this is a graphic push for you, isn't it?
So before Riley Davis makes any more demands, I just want to make sure I have this correct. Topic number 1, you did a topic we already did. And then topic number 2, you're doing a topic we already did while making demands. And this is in response to me firing you the other day.
Yes.
It's a
Spot on.
power move. It's a bold power move. I honestly respect the audacity of it, Riley. I'm in for this. Okay.
Also, how was I supposed to know you did the ACC SEC challenge this morning? I looked at the YouTube feed. Did I see any ACC SEC videos?
True.
You're right. I gotta own that. That's on me. You're right.
Tap the
Okay.
chest.
I have our top tens up. I am excited to hear your top 10. Take us through it.
Yeah. Also, I want to clarify I did my top 10 without, for the integrity of the exercise, I did not go back to see who y'all had. I saw it as I was perusing Instagram, didn't make any mental notes. So my top 10, Mark Sears 1, RJ Davis 2, Hunter Dickinson 3, Janai Broom 4, Ryan Kalkbrenner 5, Caleb Love 6, Cooper Flagg 7th, Braden Smith 8th, Alex Caravan 9th, Ace Bailey 10th.
Ace Bailey 10 over Dylan
Ace.
Harper. But you
I'm
have
taking
Cooper Flag in there. Who did you wait? Did you have Braden Smith in there? Did I miss that?
Yeah, I had Braden Smith at number 8.
Okay, no Cam Jones.
No Cam Jones.
No Cam Jones, and then you had no Kadari Richmond from me, no Walter Clayton from Cart.
Did y'all have Caravan in yours?
I had Caravan at
He had
10.
Caravan at 10. I did not.
So Bailey was the one I had that neither of y'all had.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all
Yeah,
have
everybody
Love?
else was from our 2
Yeah,
lists.
I had
Okay.
Caleb Love.
I did not have Love, but yeah, Cart did. So okay, hold on. Why no Kadari Richmond?
I have him in the next group, 11 through
Okay.
20.
Okay.
I just think Kadari, I think Kadari is really good. Obviously the stats speak for themselves. His 2A ability is great. I don't know. It's more probably like being bearish on the pairing with Davon Smith and wanting to see it work for a tournament team, wanting to see it work for a St. John's team that underachieved last year. So,
Okay.
yeah. Y'all want me to go ahead with 11 through 20?
So how are we doing this? Do we get to vote on this, or are we all giving our 11 through 20? How do we want to do this?
How did y'all do 1 through 10? I
We
just
had
saw the
our own
graphic.
lists.
We had our own list prepared. We came with a list.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we probably need to do our own because we all have various different players. But okay, yeah, Riley, take us through your 11 through 20.
So yeah, I can go through my 11 through 20, then give some next up just to maybe get the juices flowing. 11, I had Walter Clayton. 12, I had Hunter Salas. 13, I had Cam Jones. 14, I had Kadari Richmond. 15, I had Dylan Harper. Shout out to Rutgers, first team with 2 appearances on this list.
I don't mean to cut you off. You had Hunter Salas over Kadari Richmond.
That doesn't really check out with my logic of show it to me for a tournament team, does it?
I don't care what logic it checks out. It does. I'm not letting that slide. You can't do that. I know it's Riley Friday, but you cannot do that. I'm sorry.
All right, I might okay. I might adjust my list. You can have them swapped on your list. But 16, I had Taman Lipsy. 17, Norchad Omir. 18, LJ Cryer. 19, Ryan Nimhard. 20, Wade Taylor. Others considered: John L. Davis, Tremont Mark, VJ Edgecombe. Those are the next 3 I sort of had penciled in.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of names that are currently in my mix here as well. Fun exercise. I think it gets a lot harder when you get to 11 to 20. Like the top, I feel like between us 3, the top 10 was pretty consensus, honestly.
Pretty consensus. I think that looking back, I should have had either Kadari or Cooper in my top 10. possibly over like a Dylan Harper. But for the most part, the one thing I will push back on your list, Riley, I think Graham EK deserves to be on there before Nebhard does.
I considered EK. It was down to those two. I just gave Nembhard the nod because I feel like he's more of the engine that makes that team go.
If his brother didn't play so well for the Pacers, would he be on this list?
EK might have got the nod if his last name was Johnson instead of Nembhard. Yeah.
Okay, just want to throw it out there. But I mean, no, like I'm just up in arms about that. Besides the whole Salas over Kadari thing, that doesn't sit right with me.
Cart, can we do 11 through 20? Because now I kind of want to get some bars off.
Yeah, we can. Do you have your 11 through 20? I was kind of working on it in the background, but I didn't finish it up.
I'm reordering mine really quick here. Then I will have it in 5 seconds. Yeah, I have it.
Maybe
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of these names, I think Riley mentioned all these names except for 2, maybe 3. At 11, I have Walter Clayton. I thought that was the big one that I left off from Cart's list originally. At 12, I have Hunter Salas. I think those guys could both be player of the year in their conference. I wouldn't be stunned. 13, I have John L. Davis. I think he definitely is a top 20 player. I don't know how you leave him out if you extend to 20. I thought enough about him in the top 10. He's got to be top 20. 14, I have Grant Nelson. Card has talked me into a Grant Nelson year for Alabama. If you believe in Alabama, you got to believe Grant Nelson is going to be awesome. Cliff Amore is going to help him a ton. 15, I have Norchad Omier. Production, Baylor's going to be great. 16, I have Trey Townsend. The best mid-major player in the country, I think, is actually going to have a chance to be Arizona's best player this year. And it's going to be kind of him featured, making Caleb Love's life easier. 17, I have Oumar Ballo. Say what you want about him. It's not pretty, but this man averages a double-double. And he's going to do that at Indiana on a team that misses a bunch of threes that he rebounds. 18, I have AJ Storr. I don't think Riley mentioned him. He's that talented, and the track record of Bill Self with wings should apply to AJ Storr here. He's the next in line. 19, I have VJ Edgecombe. He is the second best freshman in the country to me, ahead of the Rutgers guys. And 20, I have Aiden Mahaney.
I was wondering when he was going to make his appearance on this list.
He has to be on the list. He has to be. Hurley's going to make him great. It is what it is.
So that was a great pull on AJ Storr. That was a bad miss by me. You mentioned the track record of Bill Self with wings. I would probably kick somebody off. Wade Taylor gets booted for Storr. Also, regarding Aiden Mahaney, I wanted to acknowledge this possibility too. I think Caravan deserves to be top 10 out of respect because he's been there. He's a 2-time champ. He is the elder statesman. I think there's a good chance that like we look back on this season and we wonder how we didn't have Mahaney or Liam McNeely as that top 10 player for a top 5 UConn squad.
Yeah, Mahaney maybe even with my doubts. The McNeely thing, I'm starting to think like, and maybe it's just me hearing the loud fan base that is the UConn Huskies, is that like McNeely's role might not be as large as we think because of guys like Jalen Stewart playing. So who really knows? I will say I'm gonna read my 11 through 20 really quickly here. I had Kadari, Cooper Flagg, Graham EK, John L. Davis, Wade Taylor, Hunter Salas, Grant Nelson, LJ Cryer, AJ Storr, Norchad Omier. I think the one I would really advocate for you guys to consider, maybe even being in the 18 to 20 range, I think there's a step for LJ Cryer to take again. Like he averaged 16 last year. I think, this is what, his 6th year of college basketball. He's scored every single season he's been there. Greg, I know you've been a little bit more down on LJ Cryer some of his time at Houston and maybe even at Baylor. I'm not really sure. But I feel like his experience and there being possibly a need for him and Sharp both to take another step with Jamal Shed leaving. And I've bought into like, I think Milos is going to be a Jamal Shed light. Like Greg, I think you made a great point with that.
I for sure wanted to have a Houston player in this mix. I considered Sharp just because it felt like he had bigger moments than LJ Cryer. But he hasn't shot above 40% from the field in 2 seasons so far. That was why he got knocked, and I had Cryer in there. And I do think Cryer is more of that shot creator type. Should make life on Milos easier. So yeah, I'm with you on that, Cart.
I like Emmanuel Sharp as the breakout guy for Houston if there is one. Just want that on record. But yeah, it's a good. Houston should have somebody in the top 20. So
Yeah.
take that. All right, that's a fun
Then-
exercise. Thank you, Riley Davis, for bringing that to the table.